finally I get a chance to do this because I've been itching to do this. For everyone who's seen my review or discussion in regards to Fantastic Four and the previous Marvel movies that dropped this year, Captain America, Brave New World, and then Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers. For those of you who don't know, I don't like both those movies. I'm hoping that Fantastic Four resets the tone for Marvel, and I'm hoping it does much better than those two movies in terms of a movie-going experience and box office wise. Although I'm seeing some weird reviews and rumors online, I'm not going to pay attention to those. I'm just going to wait for the movie to drop and then see it. Then I'll give my 2 cents of how I feel about it. But Fantastic Four is my last hope.
That brother's starving.
In regards to the Avengers Doomsday and the Avengers, what's the other one coming out? Doomsday and something else. Can't remember the other one.
What?
In terms of those two, it feels like a no-brainer. I don't see how they can get those runs wrong, especially with the Russo brothers. Hopefully they haven't lost their juice. Hopefully they've upgraded their juice and they're going to add a little extra spark to their their abilities, because the Russo brothers killed it in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. I love those two movies. I love Winter Soldier as well. That was a beautiful movie. Captain America, Winter Soldier, beautiful movie. And also is it Captain America Civil War? Is that?
Are you serious?
Bringing the Russo brothers back. I know people don't like, or not many people like that Robert Downey Jr. was back again, but as a different character or a variant, whatever term you want to use, I'm cool with it. I don't necessarily dislike it.
What?
Yeah, it does feel like a cop-out for Marvel, but if it works, then I'm okay. I'm willing to, look away and say, hey, I see the cop-outness, but the movie still did well. And with the recent stories that recent announcement that they're pushing the release date from May 2026 to December 2026, that I'm satisfied with that as well. That gives them more time to do whatever they need to do, as long as it is a competent movie. Stakes are high.
That's right.
If you're gonna terminate any heroes, make sure it's permanent. Don't dilly-dally. Sometimes Marvel needs to be straightforward, precise, and on point with their thing. And if you want to, what if they might not. If you want to play with the audience a little bit, cool. But don't kill someone, then bring him or her back with some weird. You can play with the multiverse, but just make sure it sticks and sticks well, and it's an emotional roller coaster. And then find new ways to tell a different story with a different variant of that character. I don't mind that, as long as it's done well. Because I've been watching Justice League and Justice League Unlimited for a while now, and even the Flash CW series. And when they do alternate timelines and alternate characters and variant of multiversal characters, for my liking and satisfaction, they've done it well enough. Where you connect with the character, you understand his or her plight, you feel their emotion, their hate, their anger, their despair, their fear, their worry, their sorrow, you feel it. So having one actor play different variations of a character, space it out. If you're going to kill him or her in this movie, do it, but don't yank him back in the next movie. Hint that they might come back or something. And if they do come back, then make the retelling and the characterization of that character so unique and different from the other version of it that so that way we can enjoy this retelling, and we're not like, oh, this is the same actor but just with different hair color.
Damn.
Or different eyeshadow.
Damn.
Or different lipstick.
Damn.
Or she was wearing a dress before, now she's wearing shorts. Just do something with it. So I don't mind the multiversal stuff in terms of you off one character, you bring him or her back in a different variation, as long as it's done different. Like, I don't know how Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Dr. Doom. It's Robert Downey Jr., so if he plays it so well that you end up still liking him, even though he's a douchebag and he's dark, he has to pull off dark well. And I think it is wise that if you're going to portray Robert as a villain, his version of this character has to be able to kill. And that death has to be permanent. And you have to show him as smart, powerful, capable, but not too powerful, not over the top powerful where no one can take him down unless you don't want to make it too cartoonish or, too Dragon Ball Z-ish. No.
What do you mean by that?
But you want to give his character some weight. You want to give that sense of, if we don't stop this guy, it's game over. Especially if you're coming off the heel of Fantastic Four, where they're going to introduce Galactus.
That boy is good.
That's the physical manifestation of an end game. after you release Galactus in the universe, somehow I'm assuming he doesn't carry over into our current MCU universe, because you can't introduce a galactic threat like Galactus and then expect non-comic book fans to be worried about Doctor Doom, because the two don't match. One villain is a giant. That is a universal cosmic giant, and all he has to do is just do that to the planet and it's game over. Yeah. So what can Doctor Doom do that will trump or surpass Galactus's villainy? Is that the right word to use? Or Galactus's presence? Because that guy will crush a planet with his hands. He eats planets. That's his meal. That's his dietary. He eats planets. He doesn't eat burgers or fish, French fries, or vegetables and fruits. He eats and devours planets. So how scary can Doctor Doom be compared to a being that eats planets?
I like this one.
So I'm assuming Fantastic Four is going to have a way of not letting not letting Galactus cross over into our current MCU. And then how will Doctor Doom create that presence of doom compared to a Galactus threat, or compared to even Thanos? Like what can you bring to the table compared to all the other villains who have come to threaten Earth? And out of most of them, Thanos is the only one who's completed his task almost twice. Did it the first time, did the snapping, and it worked. So what can you then bring to the table as a villain? What is Marvel going to do with this version of Doctor Doom?
Get this man a shield.
Let me pause on that one. Let's discuss the theme at hand. The theme at hand. Let's discuss the video at hand today. I want to do a scene breakdown and discussion as to why I don't like the Thunderbolts movie. And Marvel seems to just be doing whatever. Even as I'm discussing this right now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, the fact that they did this to this movie, Thunderbolts, for all I care, they're going to do worse to the Fantastic Four movie.
No! God, please, no! No!
I don't know why or how they went downhill from Infinity War and Endgame and just started dropping out nonsense.
Willingly? Yes.
Anyway, let me not bitch too much, because I want to save my energy for the bitching in this scene breakdown. So without further ado, let's begin. Yelena, almost. Let me give you all a heads up. We're obviously doing a scene breakdown, so if you haven't seen the Thunderbolts movie, this whole video will contain spoilers. You have been warned. If you haven't seen the Thunderbolts movie, please dip out. This video will contain spoilers. We shall proceed in 3, 2, 1. You have been warned. So now, Yelena is it Yelena or Yelena? Either one. She's in the facility that Mrs. Val has sent her to, from what I remember, to take down, I think it's Ghost she's after, right? So what I want to discuss here is the competency of everyone involved. And I know this movie is, has an allegory of mental illness and how it takes form and shape in our lives in different ways, in different people's lives. I'm also trying to figure out if the movie is trying to do a correlation between Val's character and some form of mental illness, because from what I remember, Val recruited all these people, right? So what is the movie trying to tell us about her psyche? Because for someone to go to different people to recruit them into her team or her company or whatever, like she didn't tell each and every person she's recruited that, oh, by the way, I've got Yelena on my side. And when she went to Agent America, by the way, I've got Ghost on my side. So I assume she doesn't talk to each of them about who she's recruiting. She just goes to them one by one. And I'm assuming they all assume each of them, how do I put it? What I'm assuming is they're not aware of each other. They assume Val has only approached them as individuals, not to form a collective. Because there wasn't, I can't remember my brain is trying to do work now to go back to the Disney Plus shows and trying to figure out like all the, post-credit scenes where they featured Val. And I think she was in Wakanda too as well. And she was made to look like she was smart, conniving, and she was doing things that some other agencies didn't know how she was doing it, or she was getting away with things that even agencies didn't know she was doing. So they made it look like she was playing the FBI and CIA and whatnot. And even the way that she would approach people, I was always wondering who was the one who hired her, who gave her this role to go from person to person to say, hey, the public doesn't like you, come work for me. This don't like you, come work for me. Like, who gave her the the green card, the gold, the thumbs up to say, you have our official governmental black ops, or, you know, power behind, you know, high presidential, like even the powers behind the president. They didn't even show who gave her this authority to say, go ahead and do this. So I don't know if the movie's trying to give us an allegory as to say this is someone who's a little mentally disturbed, because to just do that to people you don't know and then give them some false idea of hope, or don't worry, the world doesn't like you, or people don't really see you how you see yourself. Anyway, we'll get into it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So now Val is assigned Yelena to go in here and clean house, right? And all this is just, I guess, I didn't even notice it's the first time. This is just documentation for the Century character. Now, for those of you who like this movie, if you don't want to watch, skip.
Damn, son.
I don't know what to say to you guys. I'm going to bitch about this movie and I'm going to tear it apart. I'm going to tear this scene apart. So if you really dig this movie, you might find it irritating or annoying and of how I break it down. I suggest you deuces now, because if you can't see what is in front of you, call it quits. Just sign out. If you like the movie, run away quick, because I'm going to, it's game over here. So let's proceed.
Round 1, fight.
Mr. I keep forgetting his name. Agent America is, as you can see, gun in hand, target in front of him. This is what Marvel does. Marvel is good at this stupid, you know, inconsistency with actions of certain characters, with or without powers, with tools or weapons or without. With Agent Walker shooting at Yelena, we can assume he's been ordered to kill her. If you've been ordered to kill someone and the person is, let's play. If you've been ordered to kill someone, take that back, and the person is blocking the bullets you're using to shoot at them, it makes sense that as soon as you see someone blocking their face with the suitcase, go for the legs. Yeah. Go for the kneecap. She's a skilled killer. She's a skilled assassin. And you've got to drop on her. He could have shot her in the head right here. Could have shot her in the head. You must have been in there way before her, obviously. Where are we going? Okay, cool. Right here. This is enough room and enough time for me to shoot you in the head. Throw a grenade. Throw a smoke bomb in your face to distract you and then run towards you. Throw some things at you. Throw the shield at you even. Because he's got the super soldier serum in his blood. She doesn't. So by the time I throw that shield at you, that's going to hurt you somewhere. If I throw that thing in your arm, you're not going to be picking up any items to block my bullets. So there's ways you can choreograph the scene so that way we can see that you're attempting to do what you've been sent here to do, storytelling wise, just to give competency to each character. This is a character who she's aware of who he is and knows that you could say she won't be able to go toe to toe with him because she knows he's a super soldier. If this person was to fight Captain America or Bucky, do you think she'd win? Because she's not a super soldier. So you have to put that on the table. On paper, you have character A, who's a super soldier who has a gun and a shield. He has 2 weapons, if anything 3. He can beat her to death if he wants to. But she's also got tools, so we take it down to 2 weapons. The main 2 weapons that can disarm or dismember or terminate. Aha! A gun, for sure. Headshot, you're done. Headshot, kneecap, chest, head, whatever, or neck, you're done. Second is the shield. Throw the shield. The shield is you can still use that to disable, or if you throw it very, very well and hard with enough force, you're knocking someone out in the head. You do it sharp enough, you're going for the eye socket area, you're bound to cause some internal bleeding. So on paper, this is the character you have going against another character. Yes, who also has tools and skills and whatnot, but you had the drop on her. That's number 1. 2, she can also shoot projectiles at you. So what we're trying to do is get into the minds of each assassin or each skilled warrior, skilled person, skilled soldier. So minus the whole Marvel thing and yada yada yada, we're doing it on face value, on paper. This is someone who has a gun and a shield who also had a drop on her. Now you're here to kill someone. Let's not put ego into the play and say I don't need to bring a smoke bomb because it's too much luggage. I don't need to bring a grenade. I can do it. No. You have a task to do, a mission to do. And when you're going after this person, you know who she is. You know what she's capable of. So you don't want to include some, I think Marvel was trying to say he was being ego to. No, I think. There's no I think here. We are going on what we are looking at, what the movie has given us to see. Not my opinion. I feel it could be. Stop that shit.
Damn, son.
That's why I said if you like this movie, deuces, leave now.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So your boy is here, had a drop on her. If I was in his shoes and I know she's a Black Widow operative, I'm throwing 2 smoke grenades, 1 grenade for good measure, and then I'm throwing that shield and just shooting in. First of all, a pistol is like, bruh, I don't know what she's capable of. I don't know if she's going to use that stun thing on me. If I'm going to kill someone like her, I'm going to YouTube or ask Valerie to give me videos of what the Black Widows are capable of. And I want to see her fighting stance. I want to see her fighting skills. I want to see the tools she normally carries around. Because you work for Val. So if Val has sent me to kill her, I'm like, okay, so what information do you have on her? What are her skills? Let me know what she's capable of if I go in there looking like a degenerate twat out here. No, I want to make sure I go in there, do my job, and come out. So I need to know, do I have 5 minutes to kill her? 10 minutes. Am I going to do some hand-to-hand combat? If it's hand-to-hand, a knife would be wise to keep on my personage. So if I can carry a pistol, my shield, knife is important for sure, just in case we get to close combat. Me having a drop on her right now is an upper hand for me. When she was looking into that paper, we don't know if he walked in right at that split second, but this shot right here is enough time for me to shoot you in the head. By the time I release my gun and I see you've blocked your face already, 2 shots, 1, 2, just like one of the ping. Oh, she got her face blocked. I'm going for your kneecap because whatever she's holding in front of her is not going to cover her whole body.
You ain't lying.
How you direct these kind of scenes is important because it tells us the intelligence of the storyteller or storytellers behind the camera, your true intentions, because you're making noise trying to project the thing for the viewers, but in reality, it's a Marvel trope. You know, you're not really going to kill these characters per se. That's cool, but write the scene or choreograph the scene in such a way where it's like close calls. Just like Mission Impossible, we know Tom Cruise is not going to die in each movie, but we get very, very close calls until something interrupts with the fight. Something interrupts with the stunt scene. Something interrupts with the action scene. Something always comes up in such a way where it's like, yo, if it wasn't for that, he would have been dead. And the movies are done so well, you suspend that whole, how come this guy is not dead yet? You did it for John Wick.
Damn.
You did it for Die Hard.
Damn.
Rambo.
Damn.
Rambo First Blood all the way. He did like 5 movies. What other movies are out there where they're sequels to? He did it for Neo in Matrix.
Are you serious?
We all do it for certain characters in certain movies because it makes sense. Did it for John Wick. There were some scenes, at least in part 2, not even part 1. Part 1 you can, because it's the first introduction of the character, we can let it slide. But part 2, 3, and 4, there were a lot of scenes where John Wick should have died. Plenty. So when y'all can let it slide for, certain movies and certain characters, then we have to apply that same rule for the Mission Impossible. You got to apply for the Mission Impossible franchise because at least Tom, when he gets hit, he will wake up like from a punch, like, oh, where is he again? Who hit me? That it's making it realistic enough to say he got hit, he got hurt, but he's still pushing through. So again, we know you're not going to kill all these characters in this movie because you're trying to set up something new for the audience for the future. Fine, but direct it in such a way, choreograph the scene in such a way where you're like, oh, he might get it. Even, and on top of it, when you're releasing your trailers, don't show us scenes past the fight scenes that we're going to experience in the cinema to then let us know, oh, he or she is going to make it. They're going to survive. That means whatever happens, they're going to be okay. And even when you do that, some of us know, okay, now that we know that they're not all going to die, what we're here to experience is the journey of how close a call it is for each of them and them as a collective. So here, you would have done the scene in a way where throw the shield at her. As soon as she gets hit, she throws the grenade at him. She might, even in her head, knowing that he's a super soldier, I don't care how much serum you have in your blood, grenade will kill your blood.
That's right.
I mean, Captain America got shot in the back in Civil War, right? Is this Civil War or Winter Soldier? Yeah, Captain America got shot in the back by Bucky. So even then I was like, I didn't know he could take bullets. I thought because of the serum, his density was strong that bullets wouldn't necessarily penetrate. They wouldn't bounce off his body like Superman, but he would, it wouldn't go through, like through and through. You might just sit first layer, but not penetrate or affect vital organs. But when he got clipped in the back, I was like, oh, again, seeing him bleed when he fought Thanos, it made sense. When he fought all the other soldiers from Thanos' squad and whatnot, that made sense. You're going, fisticuffs with different entities and their bone density and their whole body molecular composition is different from you despite your super soldier serum. You're still human, just extra enhanced. So how many punches can you take to the face before you get a fracture in your jaw? And how many hits can you take to your body before your skin starts to bruise, before blood starts to get affected in that area? You know, let's roll. By the way, this is what I'm going to do throughout the scene, and I think I got one more other clip to discuss as well. So if you find this a little tedious or a little annoying, like I said, deuces, man, because this is what I love to do. Watch this part of the movie. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Each character has been tasked to kill, and your actions are not depicting what you've been tasked to do. They didn't even reveal later on that they weren't too sure about the kill order that they got. Because if you're not too sure, you would hesitate, you talk, you keep your gun up. This character, AJ Walker, walked in shooting already. So if you see someone blocking the bullets up above, you go for the kneecap because your task is to kill the person. So why are you delaying and you are just shooting? Come on. And you guys watch this movie and say, yeah, it's 7 out of 10 and it's 10/10. I wonder if they give you guys a little something when you go to the movies to go and watch, so you would give good reviews. I can't call this a good movie when this is in my face. This isn't me pausing and playing it. No, I watched this I was like, yo, are you serious right now? You were sent to kill this person. You came with a gun. They're not dummy bullets. They're not blanks. You came with a real gun, and you see someone blocking your bullets in her face, and you're still shooting. What do you hope the bullets would do? The bullets will bounce, to move the object from her 2 hands?
What?
Stupid. And you people, you keep feeding these idiots making dumb decisions to choreograph a scene like this.
Damn.
Oh my God. He had enough time to see that she reached for that suitcase. So So what if that suitcase wasn't there? What would she have done now? See, that's what I say. The scene was written well enough to say there just happened to be a random metallic suitcase right there because of how important this environment is. So things have to be kept in secure cases, and the cases have to be made out of adamantium and vibranium and uranium and ziranium and omegalanium and pupukanium and sugarcanium. All this not how who. She happened to land at the table that had files and documentation for what's his name again? Century. And then on that same table, close enough to it, in the same vicinity, there happened to be a metallic suitcase that can bounce orbs or take bullets from a gun. Come on, son. Fine, if that's the case, cool. The time she uses to grab it, I'm shooting just one right there. That one shot, you're blocking. I'm going for your look. Her belly, her waist, torso, knees. What we do? I'm recording, please. I'm recording. It's a fruit fly. These guys, every.
A few moments later.
Even before I go down to her torso, her waist, her thighs, her knees, bro, I'm going for your fingers. Those are the only two things, two areas. In fact, what am I doing? I'm so pissed right now. Give me a second. I'm going straight for your fingers because you're not going to hold any baton in your hand to fight me. Pam, pam, I've gone for both your fingers. You drop that. If you start to say, oh, wait, don't kill me, headshot. And we're done. That's why I said, we know you're not going to kill these characters. This is the first combination of all these characters on screen we're getting. And you're trying to lead up to a whole team setup. This is going to be your new team, or this is going to be a Dark Avengers team, or I don't know, a secret team in case the Avengers don't want to get their hands dirty. We're going to come to these guys. Fine. Just like you introduced Guardians of the Galaxy and we got to fall in love with them. Fine. Do it in such a way that, again, we get close calls and we see the level of competency from each character. These are skilled, trained killers. What Walker is doing right here is stupid.
Damn, son.
You don't want to kill this person, even though you were sent to kill this person. And when you shot, so now you're having fun. Let's go into the psyche of the person. For those of you who like to make excuses, so now he's shooting at her with the suitcase. Is he having fun? I just wanted to play with you to see how fast you'd block my bullets. Come on, son. You came here with the intention, not even a contract, the intention to kill. And you've killed before. So you see that she's blocking your bullets. You go for her hands, her fingers, her elbow is exposed, or her torso, her waist, her bum, her knees,
damn,
her ankles.
Damn.
She's not running at you with no baton in her hand. Once you clip her ankles and she's down for the count, then you finish her off, get out of the building, job done. Let's proceed. How many times did he shoot like a fool? What the Let's count. I think I'm gonna miss a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 6 or 7. Look, where's the shield? Then he, oh my God. Now she's drawn a gun on him. And that was enough time for her to throw the suitcase. By the time she threw the suitcase, I'd have thrown 2 gas grenades at you. In fact, as she was standing there and I had to drop on her, like I said, 2 gas grenades, 1 grenade for good measure. Just for fun. I'm here to kill you, I might as well enjoy myself. 2 gas grenades and 1 grenade for good measure. Then shoot at you, then throw the shield. And I'm walking out because there's no way you're going to survive a grenade. You're not no super soldier chick.
That's right.
You're a Black Widow agent. You ain't got no serum in your system. Look, she did the same thing as well. She shot at his shield. What a fool. And then she closed the gap between them, even though she had to drop on him with the pistol as well. If she, like I said, Captain America got clipped. She could have shot his feet. These are 2 people.
As day comes and night falls, for the rest of our lives we'll miss y'all.
And they'll go to cinema and say, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah. It's good. Marvel is back on top. Back on top where? Back where? Marvel is locked up in its own stupidity. It's not back on top of anything. It's still inside its cave. Don't speak. Marvel is back on top. It's good. 8 out of 10. Yeah. 10. It's a beautiful movie. Amazing. You people just use words anyhow. Amazing. You know, it's okay to do it. It's okay, but don't go and see. Separate it. Let it be a separate session. It's fucking hell, man. Golly, look at this shit. Watching 2 skilled killers and assassins act like babies. Why would you go and close the gap when you know he's a superior, I don't want to say fighter, superior physique? You're trained in killing people in unique ways as a Black Widow, fine, but his physique is 2 or 4 times his regular strength. So if he was to punch you in the jaw a bit, that will rock your world a little bit. That's why I said, if she was to fight Captain America or Bucky, do you think she can stand toe to toe? Now, if you have pressure points and whatnot, for sure, but you're fighting someone who, if he lands a blow on you, he's rocking your world. You gotta choreograph the scene with intelligence. And again, she's a trained operative, so she's aware of the super soldier serum program. So that means she'd have to adjust her fight style, and she'd be trained in how to take down people who are on the super soldier serum program. Meaning, hey, we know these guys are buck here, yeah. They out here tough as nails and shit, you know. So you need to find pressure points. Just because they're super soldier serum doesn't mean they're immune to pressure points and pain areas. There's ways you suffocate them, hold. You know, there's even the stunning thing. They can resist longer than regular folk, yes, but you still find a way to say, yeah, I know what you are. So I'm gonna apply more pressure and pain to these areas than a regular man or woman who doesn't have the serum inside them. How do you close the gap between you and him when you know that's the one thing that's keeping you, for lack of a better term, alive? Because if he closes the gap, if he impales you in the head with that shield, you're finished. It's not vibranium, but you know you get clapped in the head with a metal shield, that's gonna rock your world for a little bit. This is all cool. Where's the shield? Throw the shield. She's down on the ground. Throw the shield. Pick up the gun that she knocked out of your hand. Find her gun that you kicked. Do something. Show the scramble. Look. This is cool. Where's the shield? She's talking. I'm going to smack you in your face. Don't talk to me. You're my target. I'm here to kill you.
Damn, son.
I don't even want to hear you. You don't even my target. Bitch, please. I got paid to shut you down. Give a fuck. As you are struggling with the knife, get the shield. Messy in her face. Close her. Just show that you are attempting to do something. But again, it's a Marvel trope. We're not really here to kill everyone, so you just want to have a little, no, you're not doing it well enough. Tom Cruise pulls that shit off well. Even in the Top Gun movie, as much as it's not a Mission Impossible movie, they pulled off that whole, he's not, I put money on he's not going to make it. But everyone's like, but it's Tom Cruise. That now we didn't have to start doing history and research, or which movie has the main hero died in it, just because. You know, but that's neither here nor there. It's the close calls and how well you direct the close calls, how well you edit the close calls. Like, damn, you got you jumping out of your seat like, I mean, I know he's not going to die, but that was close. I thought it was actually, you want to surprise the audience. Like, I know you You won't kill him in this Mission Impossible movies, but it's close. Oh, it's close. Look at that. Oh, the bullet. Oh, at least you. It's the whole point. We know it, but you. Come on, you do it nicely. Here she's talking to him. So you're not even my target. I don't care. That's like saying I'm not even vegan, bitch. I don't. In your face with the shield. Shut up. I didn't come here to talk to you whether I'm your target. Is this talk and kill or kill and talk? I'm here to assassinate you. Simple. I'll be asking you what's your favorite movie genre, or what's your favorite color? What's your zodiac? I'm not even here to kill you. Not even my target. Bitch, I'm not to care. I'm here to kill you.
You're mine.
Come on, what's the shield there for? You see, you have her in your grasp. You don't throw your target away only to go and walk at the target or chase the target. Oh my God. And again, where's the gun? Where's the shield? Throw the shield at her head and she's gonna be asleep for a while. Look. Now he's walking. What is this? Bruh. Come on, guys. Do it in such a way that's... You know, I'm going to pause here and ask you guys, have you seen the movie called Ong Bak? And have you seen the other one?
A few moments later.
The Raid. So the Ong Bak movie and The Raid. There's Raid and then there's Raid 2, but just the first Raid movie. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to check that movie out.
He ain't lying.
The choreography in that movie is absolutely shiza.
You don't understand.
I'm thinking some people left that set with some fractured bones.
What?
Some serious headaches because the stunt work in that movie is on. Oh my, I can't even praise it enough. It is, dude, I thought everyone, I don't want to spoil it. I almost spoiled it because the people, I almost spoiled it. For those of you who want to see it, I don't want to spoil it. That is what I call top-notch fight coordination, choreography, stunt work. Even when they had guns, it was wow. Yo, check that movie out, The Raid, and check out Ong Bak because you need to see how these guys do their coordination and their stunt scenes. Even the good guys get their ass beat, but it just so happens where they need to study their opponent with or without guns, and they say, okay, this is the time for me to strike right now. Let me go in and let me Sheesh. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee. The sun kissed you and said ooh-wee.
I don't want to make this video too long because I want you guys to enjoy this. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to hit record for a second video and upload. So that way, when I edit it, there's enough, it's long enough for you guys to watch.
Nice.
Unless I release it as a live. That'd be cool to release it as a live. Maybe the second one. Maybe if the second one is too long, then I'll hit that up as a live. But this one, I want you guys to enjoy this first. So you guys see how my brain operates when it comes to these fight scenes. I love doing this. I love breaking down whether it's a good or bad fight scene, or whether it's showing the response time between a particular character or characters, or the thinking behind the characters. So because that also tells us, the viewers, how the director and the stuntmen and stuntwomen and everyone involved is trying to tell us the story. That's still the major reasons why I love the Mission Impossible franchise. Again, Ethan Hunt has never died in any of these movies, and I'm happy with that because at least they give us close calls after close calls after close calls. They let it settle for a little bit with some humor, and then it peaks again, and then we're like, yo, anything could happen at this point, even though we know there's a next one coming out. And even if we don't know there's a next one coming out, and this movie isn't setting up another movie, after the movie is done, we at least look forward to, those of us who enjoy and appreciate the whole package, we at least look forward to the next one. What will Tom Cruise get up to this time? Not even the stunt work. Like, which bad guys coming up on the scene this time? Like, what's the villain going to be like this time? Is it a carry-on villain from the previous one? Is it an organization that they're trying to shut down? Like the one that had Lark, the one that had Henry Cavill in it, the one before that one, and that one too. Those ones, oof, I enjoyed it. In fact, I love all of them. But you know what? This week I'm going to rank my Mission Impossible movies. Yeah. I don't know if I've done that before, but I'm going to do it probably officially this time. Yeah, for sure. Because, boy, love that franchise.
Woo! You don't understand.
So anyway, peeps, let me hit pause on this one and then set up my camera for round 2, so that way you guys get to enjoy. I don't mind these being long because I enjoy doing these, but again, I'm just trying to gauge YouTube,
Nice.
and then you guys as well, because at the end of the day, as much as I love these, I love sharing these with you guys, and I want to understand how, you know, your retention is. And doesn't mean I'm going to stop making the videos long. I just need to know who I'm talking to. Not everyone you talk to is going to listen to you, and that's beautiful. That's cool. That's the whole point of, you know, existence. I'm looking for my people. I'm seeing my audience, those who comment, those who like, those who share. So that way I don't have to repeat it myself. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That is boring to people like me.
He ain't lying.
Neurodivergent people, or some neurodivergent people, don't like that whole repetitive nonsense, because in my head, you're on the platform, you know how it operates. If you like, you like. I don't even have to repeat myself. Deuces, I'm out. So peeps, stick around for round 2 or part 2. Hopefully I'll be able to record both videos today, so that way I can batch upload both of them. So that way when you're done with this video, the second one is already ready and piping hot for you to enjoy.
Yeah, boy.
I've been your one and only multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host.
The Kosmic Jedi signing out. See you in part 2, and thank you for watching.